to the deep, fixing the world while the rest of us sleep. Your heart set on giving, no matter the strain, building your legacy through love and grace. And Julie knows that fire in your soul, the kind that lifts the broken heart. James, you reach the skies, no one dares. In your hands, the future's got unawares. Let's know what the hell we're thinking. You laugh as the eye keeps the daylight blinking. Every day's a quest, not some disguise. With James in the storm, the dream never dies. Retired, you say, with a wink and a grin, but the podcast is rolling, pulling us in.
All right, I think we are ready.
With your kids as your guide, shining seas wide, with vision and pride.
I think we're ready to roll.
Who adores your spark?
All right, I think we're ready to roll. Good evening, good evening. All right, let's get this out of the way. There we go, there we go, there we go. All right, good evening, everyone. My name is James. This is Dividend Stock Talk coming to you live from St. Petersburg, Florida. Yay, everybody, crowd goes well. All right, so that being said, let's see who's in the house tonight. Say hi to everybody. Mike, how you doing today? Nice to see you there, Mr. Mike. Ooh, wait a minute, wait. I forgot to do this right over here. Who do we have over here? Over here we have Andrew. What's happening, Andrew? You phased. Oh, unfazed warrior. Cool. Hold on, let's move this out of the way. Get this out of there. Move that right up to there. I think we're rolling. Recording. Everything's recording. Great. Wonderful. Michael, nice to see you. Henry, Andy, my love. All right. Love. Thomas Martin, what's going on? Ahmed, good evening. Saeed, okay. AEP, all right. Daniel, what's going on? Let's turn this down a bit. All right, there we go. I'll have to turn that up when the time comes. Little Squeaky, all right. In the kitchen, Dale, Brian, Mac. Digital, Spendabuck, Too Easy, Jeff, Abe, Luis, JJ, Brian, Tony, Eddie, Movement and Repurpose, cool beans. Anthony, Renee, good evening. Jim DeSelva, all right. Movement and Repose. Echo, uh-oh. Yes, there is an echo. Let me get rid of this. All right, got rid of that one. Lovely. What do we have over here? Over here, we have Mamba, Troy, Rexer, okay. Fresh, D, Essence, Carmen, Martin, Mamba, Marie. Uh-oh, we got some noise over there. Who's over there? Kiki, how are you? Jim, Simfrost. Okay, cool. Thomas, nice. Jolly, nice to see you again. Sweet Dan, move the camera. Always got that camera issue thing going. I use the camera every day. Every time you put it there, it just doesn't work. All right, what do we have here? All right, we have Professor Moderator. I'm back, baby. Woohoo. All right. Ready to let down again with terrible options. Oh, terrible opinions on stocks. Woohoo. Thank you. That's so nice of you. Love it. Don't say my name. I'm in witness protection. All righty. I'll remember that one. Yeah. Trying to hide from his family. Oh, come on. Be nice. If you can't be nice, don't be here. Simple. Easy. All right. Randall Pike, Peter, John Didier wants to take a look at Mickey D's. All right. We'll take a look at that one. Dave, nice to see you. Jimmy Warren, nice to see you too. All right, so let's get the ball rolling. Let me tell you briefly who I am, what I'm looking for. I'm 62 years old. I'm retired. Okay, I put in 5 decades. Yeah, that's 10, 20, 30, 40, 50 years. My first job was in 1974. I retired in 2024, so 2.5 years ago. So the money that I have accumulated all my life, I have two choices. One, I could give it to someone else, let them do it for me and collect whatever they have. Or I could invest the money myself and be responsible for my own money. Give me the numbers for Ground Round Restaurant. Are you kidding me? All right, let's keep on going. Alrighty then. So you guys are going to give me some stocks to take a look at. I might pull up some of my own, but remember, anything you see tonight is purely entertainment. I'm doing, what do you call it? Observation. Okay, you guys give me stocks to take a look at. I throw them into the chart. I just take a look and I report to you what the numbers are. It's simple. What's the high? What's the low? Where was it? Where is it? Where does it look like it's going? What is a good strategy for that particular stock if everything looks good? All right, so it's not that difficult. Jimmy wants to take a look at AT&T. Sorry, Jim. Mr. John was here before you. So we're going to do McDonald's first, and then we'll jump on AT&T. Anything you guys can come up from there. Load flow, nice to see you. All right. Encourage your viewers to share your live and invite more friends. Oh, I think that's self-evident. I would prefer not because I got way too much going on. It is last thing I need is more people to answer to. All right. You know, Dow's right here. Why don't we look at Dow first? It popped up. All right. Just quick look at Dow. Shall we? Let's do this. All right. Anytime I look at a stock, I'm always looking for the exact same thing over and over and over again. A, B, C, 1, 2, 3. Simple, easy, predictable, consistent. That's what I'm looking for. So 5 things. Okay. Number 1, the high. Number 2, the low. Number 3, where was it a year ago? Number 4, where is it now? And number 5, where does it look like it's going next? Well, it looks like it's going up. But if you zoom in right there and see what happened on Friday, let's zoom in real quick. I'm going to mute you if you keep making noise in the background. Who do we have over here? Who do we have? Mike. Nice to see you there, Mr. Mike. All right. How many people do we? Oh, we have somebody raise their hands. 5 people here. Who's making the noise? There it is. iPhone 17 Max. All right. You gotta mute yourself when you jump on. All right. There we go. All right. Back to chat. Where did we go? What? No, I don't want to speak. Chat. There we go. All right, there we go. All right, we'll take a look at Mickey D's in a second. So it looked great up until Friday. But looking for the same thing, though. The high, the low, where was it? Where is it? Where does it look like it's going? Well, that's obvious to see. Up, down, up. Well, great, but what happened here? We went from 28 up to 33.50, and Friday they decided to start taking profits. Well, when they start taking profits, stocks drop. So Dow, not this week. Maybe next time. They go up, they go down. Not this time. When did you get family time if you're out here helping the general masses? I'm 62. My kids are all over the age of, I think my youngest is 28. All living by themselves now. So I travel, I go wherever I want, and I do check in with the kids once or twice a week. I hung out with my mother over the weekend because she's at that point in her life. But hey, that's when family time is. And I'm only here a couple hours a night. That's it. So thank you for your concern. I appreciate that. Bull wants to take a look at SoFi. Bull, we'll take a look at that in a minute. First on the list was Mickey D's, then AT&T, then we'll go from there. So no for Dow. Now, it's not a no forever. It's just no, not this week. Because Dow had its run up. Went from 28 up to 33.50. So 2 weeks ago, yeah, maybe. But this week, no. Dow, no for this week. Mickey D's, John, what do you think? MCD, Mickey D's. Interesting. John, check that out right there. The top, the bottom. Where was it? Where is it? Down, up, down, up. Okay. 270.95. The 270's right there. 330. That's over 1% if you like McDonald's. And it's always, always, always going to come down to that last phrase. Wife take half. Would you believe that when I got divorced, my wife said to me, listen closely, my wife said to me, you can have everything if you promise not to fight me for the custody of the kids. Of course, that was in 2003. So I got divorced in 2003. So she said, you promise not to fight me for custody of the kids, you can have everything. So she just took the kids and left. And yeah, as heartbroken I was, I said, fine. Because no judge in their right mind is going to give me the kids. Hell no. Hope you fought her for custody of the kids. Did you not just hear what I said? There's no judge in their right mind that would give me the kids and not her. She's a great person. She did a great job with the kids. I was, let's just say I was arrogant and full of myself 23 years ago. It was 23 years ago. A lot has changed. Yeah, I'm aware of that. I see my kids every week. Yeah, now that they're adults, things are different. Because as an adult, it depends on the state, really. No, it don't. In the state of Florida, ain't no judge going to give me the kids over her. Yeah. I may have been born at night, but I wasn't born last night. Trust me. Okay? You put me, and then you put her. And then, they're going to give her the kids all the time. Let's keep moving on. Let's leave my personal life out of it. Do you use margin for trading? Absolutely, I do. You said right mind. Just find the crazy judge. Nope. Dude, this is 23 years ago. 23 years ago. I try not to bring up the past. It's very uncomfortable. I prefer not to do that. Florida's America's toilet bowl. John, that's not a nice thing to say. I live here. I love Florida. I do. Nice and warm, cozy, comfy. All right, where are we? All right, we're looking at Mickey D's. Okay, John, check it out right there. Let's zoom. All right, boom, boom, boom. All right, I like that. I like this. Let's zoom in a little bit closer, see what's happened in the last couple of days. Does it make any sense? We're at the 23rd, so tomorrow is the 24th. We'll be looking right there. Ooh, take a look at that. You cannot not, you love that double negative. You cannot not see it. Double negative, you like it? You cannot not see it. Here it is, right here. Bottom, top, back down, back up. Challenging that top again, didn't make it. Down here, look at this. 1, 2, 3, right there. That is definitely going on to the upside. If you like Mickey D's. So let's do Mickey D's for today. Number 1. Yay. Number 1. Crowd goes wild. Woohoo. All right. First thing we're going to do. Change this covered call. Go to the 270. 270. There it is. There we go. Bring it down to there. Let's take a snip so we can save it for later. For those of you on the emailing list, we can send this to you. There we go. Whoops. There it is. And there that is. All right, so this would be 823, right? 823. 823, number 1. 823, 2026. Number 1. There we go. First one of the evening. Gotta love it. Bring this one back up. Bring up our calculator. All right, now what we're going to look at, check this out. One covered call, Mickey D's, McDonald's, MCD. 28 August 26. That's this coming Friday, 5 days away. The 270 call option. Okay, we're at 270.95 at the moment. Well, actually, we're at 271.81, but okay. 230 is the profit, 26,000 is the investment. Let's see what the calculator tells us for the rate of return. All right, profit, 230. I'm going to divide that. Hold on, right here. Max profit, 230. Cost of the trade, including commissions and fees, right there, 26,770. All right, divide 26,770 770 for a grand total of, no. That's a no. Take a look. Okay, 0.85. That's not 1%. So we're going to have to change this from the 270 to the next strike up. So what we're going to do is we're going to just edit. And then we're going to go to the 272.50. Confirm and send. Let's try this one. Try this again. Mickey D's. Here we go. All right. Save. And we're going to do 8. Right there. Yes. Down there. Back up here. Let's do that math one more time. Okay, calculator if you would. All right, we're going to do this again. 367 this time, and then it's only 26,000, not 27. Okay, so it's a little cheaper this time around. All right, clear that. Max profit, 367. 367, and we're going to divide it by, this time, 26,883. 26,883. That gives us a rate of return of 1.3% for 1 week. Okay, a little bit better. So we're going to save this one, 1.3. Here we go, 1.3% for Mickey D's for this week. 1 week. Get this right to there, and let's turn around, take care of this. There it is right there. MCD, Mickey D's. Gotta love it. All right, here we go. There it is, nice and big. I don't need that. All right, right there. 1 covered call, McDonald's, MCD, 28 August 26. That's this coming Friday, 5 days away. Then we get the 272.50 call option. Well, the stock's at 271. 271.81 at the moment. It's close to 272. Here's my profit, 367. Here's my investment, 26,000 for a 1.3. 1.3. 1.3. Gotta love it. 1.3. Why not? There it is right there. 1.3. All right, we'll move this one over to there. Right there. There we go. Let's find number 2. What did we have for the second one? It was AT&T, wasn't it? Well, let's pull it up. AT&T. See what she looks like. And then you go, ooh. Now this is a tough one. Now the reason I'm saying it's a tough one, I like AT&T. I really do. But is it the right time? Look at that right there. Okay, we get the high. We get the low. Where was it a year ago? Where is it now? Down, up, down, up. Well, look at it. From 20 to 25. That's a 25% increase from here to here. But we did have a little bit of a correction right there. Then up. Okay, let's zoom in a little bit. But before we do, 25.50 is going for 20. The 25 is going for 48. I'm losing 35. We're not getting our 1% here. Sorry. As much as I like AT&T, and I really do. Think about it. I like AT&T. But there's something about this right there that just does not thrill me. Let's zoom in a little bit so I can show you. And then you tell me what you think. So she goes from 20 up to 25, a 25% increase. Then she drops down to 22.50. Now she's at 25.50, which is $3. And $3 on a $22 stock is 12, 13%. So she got a nice jump here. Do I really want to take the risk for barely 1%? Sorry. Sorry, Jim. Do you use margin? No, I don't. PPL. Is that the right one? PPG. We'll take a look at that in a second. Okay, Matrix. What do we have over here? La 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 la. Oh. Okay. The kids are probably happy with for the 2 Christmases. Maybe, you never know. I would be guy is probably rich knowing about stocks and shit. Well, thank you there, Professor. You remind me of a guy I worked with, always putting his foot up to talk to everyone. I don't know if that's good or bad, but thank you for Professor. All right, Whitney. The Phillies were losing today. I really don't care. All right, golf is not my thing. Did you like that one? All right, Kissable, nice to see you. Nerd probably likes the Marlins. No idea on that one. Witty guy, the twist in the move was a Sixth Sense. Bruce. Ooh, I like that one. Yep, I like that movie. I feel like you were a teacher at one point in life. No, I always wanted to be a teacher, but never got the chance because I literally refused to go through 7 years of college to be underpaid and unappreciated. Sorry, I love teaching, I really do, but underpaid and unappreciated, no thank you. Okay? I can do it here for free and still get unappreciated. Well, I get appreciated, but whatever. All right, Joe, what's happening? Nice to see you there, Joe. Lloyd, nice to see you too. All right. Matrix wants to take a look at PPG. You only need an 18-month certificate. No, you don't. Okay? You need to go through college in order to get a college degree to teach as a teacher in a public school. And I remember when I first started, you needed a PhD. I said, what are you shitting me? A PhD to get $38,000 a year? No, thank you. Of course, that was like 20, 30 years ago, but still, no. All right. Next on the list, we have PPG. I like PPG. I do. What's it telling me today? Ooh, nice. Look at that. High, low, was, is, down, up, down, up, down, up. Ooh, gotta love it. 113. 113 is 90 to 320. We're going to do this one because it just looks good, and I love PPG. I do. All right. Last 30 days. Dun, da, da, da. What do you think? Top, bottom, was, is. Look at this. Down, up, down, up. Okay. 113. Let's do this. PPG. Why not? Alrighty. PPG. Here we go. The 113. There it is, right there. PPG. Bring it down to about there. Let's do another quick snippet. There we go. Snip, snip, snip. There we go. And right there to right there. And we're going to save this one as number 2 for the evening. Oh, all right. There we go. All right, so 8/23/2026, number 2. There we go. All right, that's number 2. Now, was the calculator telling me? Are we having decent profit on this one or not? Okay. PPG, 28, 113, 142, 11,000. Well, that's more than 1%. Can you calculate without the calculator? Can you see it in your head? All right. Profit, 142. Into the calculator we go, 142. And then we're going to divide it by the cost of the trade, including the commissions and fees, 11,158. All right. 11,158 gives me a grand total of 1.3. 1.3 for 1 week. Okay, fine. Fine. 1.3. And save, and there, and there. Whoops. Come on. Hit it. Right, there we go. I got it that time. All right, let's get rid of this. Let's get rid of that. Let's go back to this. Right to there, and let's see what's up on the board. No! Where did it go? Shit. Shit. I went a little too fast. 113, there it is. There it is. There we go. Went a little too fast that time. Got ahead of myself. Alrighty. This is number 3. Number 3. Wait a minute. Is PPG number 3? No, PPG's number 2. All right. PPG. Number 2. There we go. 1 covered call, PPG. 28 August 26. That's this coming Friday, 5 days away. The 113 call option, 142 is the profit, 11,000 is the investment. Now, depending on how you look at it and how you interpret it, what are you doing? It's a simple question. What are you doing? Me, I'm considering buying and creating weekly cash flowing assets. That's it. I took all my retirement money and every week I buy assets in the stock market that give me a weekly cash flow. And I will trade them over and over and over again until somebody takes them away from me. So if I'm buying this one, 111, I will never sell it for less than 111, but I will do a covered call every week, kind of like a vending machine. Okay, you pay $15,000, $20,000, $30,000 for a brand new vending machine, and every week or every day it gives you money. Well, this here is kind of like my vending machine. So you ask yourself, do I like this company? This is 1.3, right? Oh, it's already there. That's funny. All right, let's do this. All right, there. All right. Whoa. 1.3. That's 2 of them. 1.3. All right. Next. All right, next. So all depending on how you look at it, I look at it as it's a weekly cash producing asset. An asset that gives me money every single week. All right, so we got Mickey D's done. We got AT&T done. We got PPG. Now we want to look at Target. Jimmy Warren. Nice to see you, Jimmy Warren. Thank you for that. All right, let's get rid of this. And we want to do, this time around, what was it? Target, TGT. Ooh, Dividend King. If you did not know, okay, a Dividend King, okay, which is Target. Hell no. Didn't even take 2 seconds. Target, TGT, has been paying out and increasing their dividends for over 5 decades. 5 decades. A job gives me cash flow assets. Nice, Professor. But Professor, the funny thing is, bachelor's in any subject and then a 1 or 2 year certified school to teach. I can't trust you now. Well, I'm terribly sorry. I took the path of less resistance. I joined the service. I served my country rather than being a teacher, being unappreciated. And besides, a bachelor's degree is what, 4 years? And then another 1 or 2 years for a certificate to teach? That's still 6 years. To be unappreciated and underpaid? No thanks. I actually, you know what? I could have been a teacher. I could have. But instead, I became a businessman. I created a product. I mass-produced that product, and I employed people. So people would come to me, ask me for a job. I would pay them. So would it be better for me to be a teacher, teaching people, being underappreciated and underpaid, or creating a product and actually changing the lives of some people by giving them jobs? I have no idea how to respond to that one. But anyway, let's keep on going. So I'm saying no to Target right off the bat. I look at a chart. It takes me 2 to 3 seconds. 2 to 3 seconds to take a look. It's not that difficult. The top, the bottom, where was it? Where is it? Where is it going? Well, I don't buy anything at the high of the year, and that's the high of the year right now, so no to target. Sorry. No to target. All right, so what else do we want to take a look at? Sorry, witty guy, can't trust me because I decided to be a business owner rather than that. A job gives me weekly cash flowing assets. Okay. PlayStation. I'm not following. It's got to be something wrong with me because when I say cash producing asset, I mean buying something and never mind. You are retired and I want to retire someday. Way to go, sweet Den. All right, we did Mickey D's. We did that. All righty. All right, hey, Melatonin's in the house. What's happening, brother? Koala. Nice to see you, Koala. Kevin, thank you for that, Kevin. Brian, what's going on? I'm going to do this, Kevin, because that's just... Whatever. Okay, Brian, nice to see you. Clip count. Madrid, thank you. King Raid. Okay. Bless your heart. Thank you, Madrid. Johnson, what's going on? All right. That's a very humble take. You're very wise. Thank you, Patriot Undercover. You're right. Thank you. Stocks, please lock in King. All right. Thank you. Any IEP? You got to have to explain that. Now, I've done a lot of work in my days. I really have. So I have a plethora of acronyms. So IEP, you really got to let me know what the hell that means. Okay, you want to look at PlayStation. You got to give me the ticker symbol. Okay? You still teach if you're a business owner. You're right, because I did have to teach people what to do. Yeah, that was always fun. Buddy, what's happening, buddy? Buddy Paolo, cool beans. Cam wants to take a look at Hewlett Packard HPE. Ooh, you missed it last week, dude. Right there. Check that out. The top, the bottom. Where was it? Where is it? Look at it. Sideways, up, down, up, down. Nope. Let's zoom in a little bit, see if you get that better idea of what's going on there. Okay? Here's your bottom. Here's your top. She shoots up. Now she pulls back. We got 2 days up. Ooh, didn't see that one. Because you can't see it on the 1 year chart. But when you go to the... Let's back up for a second. Let's make the chart a little bit bigger. Let's back up. Okay. So the 1 year chart, it looks like a no. Okay, here's the top. Here's the bottom. A year ago, we're here. Now we're here. Look at this. Sideways, up, down, up, down. And you really can't see what happened right there until you zoom into it. So let's zoom in 90 days ago, which was 3 months. 8765, May. All right, this is the last 3 months. Wait a minute. There's the last 3 months. Okay, I like the movement. Look at that. That is what I'm looking for. Bottom, top, retracement. There you go. Right there. So, yeah. What's the 53 going for? The 53, 185. That's over 3%. Let's do this one. Let's do it. All right. Hewlett Packard. Who came up with this one? Nice, Cam. Let's go. Zoom in. Right there we go. Much easier to see that. All right, here we go. Covered call. There that is. The 5350. There that is. There that is. Bring this down to here. Just take a picture of this one for those of you on the email list. Oh, before I forget. Hold on. Let me do this, and then I got something to tell you. Oh, my throat is sore already, and we just got started with the new week. Uh-oh. Got some interesting questions down here. No PlayStation stocks, I mean. All right. Mark Stuckey. Greetings, James. I'd appreciate your assessment on coals. We'll take a look at that in a minute. Where was I? All right. Where was I? Who do we have here? Jizzy. What's going on, Jizzy? And what's that one? Jay Bourne. What's happening? Jay Bourne and Izzy. They just jumped in. Oh, let's do this. Where were we? I'm drawing a blank. I get carried away once in a while. Oh, snippet. Snippet. Snippet good. All right, here we go. There we go. And there we go. All right, so we're going to save this one. This will be number 3 for the day. Okay. 8, 23, 2026, number 3. All right. Get that out of the way. Pull that back up. Now let's get the calculator, because the calculator is going to tell me what's my rate of return. One covered call, Hewlett Packard. There we go. There we go. 175, 571. Okay, nice, lovely. Let's do this. You ready? Okay, max profit. 175 max profit. All right, into the calculator you go. 175. Then we're going to divide it by the cost of the trade, including commissions and fees. 51.75. 51.75 gives me a grand total of 3.3% for 1 week. Well, think about it. Number 1, do you like Hewlett Packard? Number 2, are you willing to put your own personal money on the line for some Hewlett Packard? Then you got to ask yourself, do I want to own Hewlett Packard for the rest of my days? Uh-oh, please do SoFi. Yep, give me a minute. All right, let's get rid of this. Get rid of that. Change that back to this. And we got 3.3% for Hewlett Packard. H P E Hewlett Packard. There it is. You can't tell me you cannot see that. Big baby. 1 covered call, Hewlett Packard. 28 August, 26. That means this is coming up this Friday, 5 days away. The 53.50. We're currently at 50.39. We're very close to 53.50. It's paying out 175 per contract. 1 contract, 175. 2 contracts, 350. Do the math. It's not that difficult. 51.75 is my investment. It's like any investment you're going to make. You put money up, you get a rate of return. Now, what are you looking for? You know that I'm looking for 1% on a weekly basis. That means by the end of this Friday, I want to take a look at my account and I want 1% of my account. So if I get 50 grand, I want a bare minimum of $500 for the week. If I have 20 grand, I want at least $200 for the week. If I get $1 million, I want 10 grand for the week. 1% of whatever my portfolio is. Okay, thank you, Mark. Like that. All right, 3.3% for Hewlett Packard. 3.3. That's number 3. We got room for 2 more. Wait. There we go. Now we do this right there. All right. What do we have next? All right, Andy Brara. Nice to see you, Andy. Bear, please do SoFi. Why? SoFi. Uh-oh. SPGI. AVGO and SPGI. Okay. Oh, okay. What do we got? You still teach if you're a business owner. Yeah, I get that one. All right. Morris wants to take a look at Nike. All right, Morris, we'll get to that in a minute. But first, we're going to take a look at Kohl's. All right. SoFi. All right, let's do SoFi real quick. Now, I'm not really fond of SoFi because SoFi doesn't have any dividends, which means they don't share their profits. But it's one of those stocks that you just can't ignore because there's so many people buying this thing. All right, here's the top, the bottom. Where was it? Where is it? Look at this. Up, down, sideways up. We're at 18.91. The 19s are going for 46 cents, which is over 2.25 maybe for 1 week. If you like SoFi, I'm going to write that one down, SoFi. I got to write all three of them down. So we have SoFi, HPE, and I forget what the first one was. We'll find in a minute. All right, so I'm going to say yes because she's going up right there. Top, bottom, look at this. Nice. Let's zoom in so you can get a better view of it. 23rd, right there, 30 days. The last 30 days. The bottom, the top, where was it? Where is it? Look, it's down, up, sideways. But look, 1, 2, 3. Right, hit the bottom here. 1, 2, 3. Definitely going up. Okay, let's do this one. Why not? Why not? If and only if you actually like SoFi. Never. I got 5 simple rules. Okay? Now my rule, oh, wait a minute, you know what we haven't done? We haven't looked at how many stocks this week, because every Sunday we check. All right, so 5 simple rules. You ready? Number 1, never buy anything you do not want to hold on to long term. Who do we have? Dana. Dana, nice to see you. Never buy anything you don't want to hold on to. Never sell at a loss. That's number 2. As an aside, James enabled me to retire early. Hey, nice going there, Mr. Mike. Number 1, never buy anything you don't want to hold on to. Number 2, never sell at a loss. Number 3, make sure the company's consistently profitable. Okay? SoFi, I'm not quite sure. Number 4, weekly options only. And then number 5, make sure the numbers work. What am I buying it for? What am I selling it for? What am I collecting? Is it more than 1% or not? And then does the chart confirm that it's an upward trend? It's like A, B, C. Is it a good company? Yes. Is it the right time to buy? Yes. Is it paying me enough? Yes. Yes, yes, yes. I gotta love it. All right. So there you go. SoFi. We're doing the 19s. Covered call. There we go. 19. There it is. Ooh, we're gonna check something in 1 second. Let me do this. Do this. Bring this down to there. And snippet. This is number 4. Ooh, holy cow. Number 4? And we're at 9 o'clock. Okay, that works. 9 o'clock. It's about the right time to get number 4. Here we go. There we go. And we're going to save this one. 8/23/2026. Number 4. There it is. There we go. And let's get rid of this. Let's bring this back up to there. And, ooh, calculator. Calculator going to let me know. All right. There it is. 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 Let's put it into the calculator over here. 52 is the profit. 1,800 is the investment. All righty. 52. I'm going to divide that by 1848. And that should be well over 2%. Should be a lot more than that. 1848 gives me a grand total of 2.8. Well, 2.8 for 1 week is not bad. At least I don't think so. But my goal is 1%. Because if you do some simple math, 1% every week, well, that's over 50% by the end of the year. Hope that makes sense to you. All right, let's clean up the computer. 2.3%. All right, let's do this. You ready? SoFi. Boom. And there you go. There you have it right there. Nice and big. Woohoo! 1 covered call. SoFi. SOFI. Yay. Who do we got? Who's that one? Cloud Breacher? Nice to see you, Cloud Breacher. 28 August. That's this coming Friday. The $19 call option. We're at $18.96. That's the current price right now, $18.96. Now, keep in mind that all these numbers are going to change first thing in the morning because that's what stocks do. They go up, they go down, they go up, they go down. You either like it or you don't. It either makes sense or it doesn't. You're either making money or you're not. Isn't it weird how it's yes or no? All right, let's keep on going. So, 3.2%. Is that what I said? Or was it 3.3? No, 3.8. What was I thinking? What was I thinking? 3.8. That's number 4. We got one more to go. What do we got? What do we got? Come on. There we go. All right. We did Hewlett Packard. Thank you, Andy. We did SoFi. Valentina, nice to see you. Camp Road, dude, I haven't seen you in a while. Nice to see you again. I'm good with names, as long as they're, normal names. Camp Road, I can remember that one. Andy Brower, I can remember that one. Cam, I remember him. John Didier, I remember him. A lot of people I remember because I hear often. Aside. Okay, Mike said I helped him retire. Nice, Mike, I'm glad you retired. All right, where are we? Oh, down here. Okay, we're going to do Kohl's. Mark, we'll do Kohl's in a minute. We just did SoFi. You know what? Let's do Kohl's right now. Camp Road, we'll do Kroger next, but Kohl's first. Kohl's, KSS, Kohl's. Oh, yeah. Okay, yeah, did that one. Wait a minute, 4. Which one did we just do? That's not good. Come on. SoFi. I did SoFi. Wait a minute. That's 1. That's 2. That's 3. That's, PPG is the one I forgot. Okay. PPG. All right. I was writing them down. I was saying, wait a second. I'm missing one. PPG, you say. PPG. All right. That works. All right. Kohl's. Simple. You ready? Easy. Oh, no. To see how quick that was, let's do it again. The top, the bottom, where was it a year ago? Where is it now? Up, down, up, down. Okay. 1760s, where we are at the moment. Is she getting ready to turn? Only one day up. Now, I like Kohl's, I do. Top, bottom. Now, this could be an anomaly. So, I'd like to check it tomorrow. I'm going to put Kohl's down for tomorrow. Who came up with Kohl's? Kohl's. Mark, remind me tomorrow, and we'll look at Kohl's again. Before I forget, let's go and take a look and see how many stocks we actually have this week. Let's get out of there. Let's go to FinViz, right there. FinViz. Right. Oh, no, not Seeking Alpha. I want FinViz. Okay. FinViz. All right, so FinViz is a financial visualization company. They just give you a lot of details on stocks and whatnot. Find out where everything's going, what everything's doing. But what do I want? I want the screener, because the screener is going to tell me a lot about what's going on. So let's do this. You ready? The screener. And there's one number in particular that I want from the screener, and that's this number right here. Holy shit. What did you just do? All right. Get rid of that. All right. This number, I got to write this one down. If you're interested, if you're curious, it's right there. Okay, 1, 6, 1, 6. Look at that. Last week we had 11,500 and change. Now this week we have 11,616. They've added a bunch. Every week they add more and more companies to the list. Well, this week, the last week of August 2026, we have 11,616 different companies to go through. I don't look at them all. Hell no. And back to where we were. All right. So Kohl's is going to be a no for this week. Let's get rid of this. But 11,616, just so that we know. All right. Next. What do we have next? We did Kohl's. That's no. Professor. Probably PSN, I'd say. I have no idea what that means. Matrix wants to take a look at AVGO. Teach him, all right, come on. Everybody knows this one. Teach a man to fish. He doesn't need a stock tips. Thank you, witty guy. I put money into Microsoft last week. AMD lost 10,000. What did I do wrong? You really want me to tell you what you did wrong, Professor? All right, let's take a look at Microsoft MSFT. That's what you did wrong right there. It took me 2 seconds to figure out what you did wrong. Look at this. The bottom is right here. She shot up. She got one gap up, two gap ups, going from 400 to 520. Did you not think that they're going to have profit taken? That's a big jump. 400 to 520. Of course there's going to be profit taken. I wouldn't have done that one. That's crazy. That's cray. That's what they say. That's cray. Look, right here. 350 to 400. 400 to 520. And then she dropped. Profit taken. Okay, that's one. What was the other one? Microsoft. Okay, I see that. Can you look to Vertiv, VRT? Okay, what's going on here? Same thing. High, low. Where was it? Where is it? Look, it's up, down, up, down. What's going on right there the last 30 days? To me, that's almost the most important part, the last 30 days, because what is it doing? Okay, same thing we had with one of the other stocks. Bottom's here. Here's your 30-day high. You got your profit taken. Now she's turning, or is she? She could be turning now. 30-day bottom, 30-day top, profit taking right there. 1 day up. I'm going to wait for more. I want 2 days up, and I will jump in on the third day up. That's what I'm looking for. Thank you for serving your country. Thank you there, sweet Den. Yeah, I served my country. Okay. Granted, nothing went on when I was there. Because I was there in the early 80s. Early 80s. Nothing happening in the early 80s. We did nothing but waste taxpayer money. All right. Whew. John Francis, nice to see you. Oh, wow, I missed some. Ooh, we just did SoFi. Okay, all right. All right, love it, blah, blah, blah. Madrid, thank you for that. I thank you for that. Patriot, you're very humble to take yourself very wise. Thank you. You're right, thank you, Madrid. Stocks, please, blah, 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 blah. We did that one, we did that one. CSX, didn't we look at CSX? CSX, John? Hell no. Sorry, John. Okay, 32 last year. Now we're at 54. Drop, shooting up. Okay, all right. CSX group. Let's zoom into that one. Do you teach cash secured puts at 90% probability? Robin, what time is it? It's only 9 o'clock. Yeah, Robin, I'd like to have a conversation with you, dude. I really would. Because where are you getting the 90% probability? Are you looking at the... Hold on. Let's put up... Let's change this a little bit from volume to put up delta, gamma, theta, the Greeks. There we go. All right. I'm not seeing the Greeks. Okay. Nope. I'm going to go back to open interest. Implied volatility. No, volume, open interest. Here we go. I like to know how many people are buying, how many people are selling. Ooh, look at that. Ooh, wait a second. The 49s. Okay. All right, so here's a little bit of tidbit of information for you. CSX. Okay, the top, the bottom, where was it? Where is it? Look at this. Up, down, up. Okay, that just might do. Hold on. Last 30 days. Right there. All right, easy to see. The top, the bottom. Where was it? Where is it? Look at this. Up, down, up. Okay. Easy to see. Right there. Down, up. Okay. It's at 51.59. The 51s are going from 15 to 125. The 52s, blah, blah, blah. Oh, hell no. But here's the thing. Look at the 52. Now, the reason why I'm looking at the 52, because the stock price right now is 51.83. after hours. This was the last trade on Friday. This is after hours right here, right now, 51.83. Well, the 52 is not that far away. It's going from 20 to 70. Can we really get it? The numbers really don't look that good. So, sorry, John. That doesn't even look good. So, Robin, I don't mind doing cash secured puts, but it's not something that I'm teaching here. I mean, I'm giving to you my time and my information for free. I'm not asking for anything. Okay? So, I do have to draw the line somewhere. At what point do I stop sharing? So, I'm giving you one trading strategy for free, and it's a pretty good one. Let's bump this up for 1 second. So, you guys don't go anywhere. Okay? You guys over here, we're going to reboot. All right? So, is what it is. Reboot. Let's do this. Turn that one off. And dismiss. Get rid of that. Do that. Do that. Do that. Give it a second. What do you have? Oh, Jolly, nice to see you. The Money Man, nice. Simfrost, nice to see you. All right, I want to do that. I want to do that. I want to do this. And I want to do that. All right. So I'm going to reboot that one. Who do we have over here? Over here. Who do we have? All right. Siri. Okay. Walmart. AAP. Cool beans. KJ. Nice to see you. All right. Wait a minute. All these questions. Holy cow. Boy, you guys got a lot of questions today. Let's do this. We did VRT. Awesome. Bull. Thank you. Uh-oh. Brader the Trader. KMB. Kimberly Clark. Hold on. We're going to do Nike in a second. NKE, Nike first. Ooh, what's going on with Nike? Take a look right there. Top drops. What's going on? 40.76 to 41 is going for 57. That's nice. But what's the last 30 days look like? Because we see she was $80. We had a 50% drop. What's happening right there? Let's zoom into the last 30 days. What do you think? 30-day top at 44. 30-day bottom down here at 39. Okay, 1, 2, 3. She's definitely going up. The 41s are going for 57. That's over 1% if you like Nike. So let's take a look at Nike. Nike. Here we go. 41s, there we go. Confirm and send, there it is. Ooh, nice, that's over 2%. Gotta like that one. This will be number 5 for the evening. New, there we go. Right there from the watch list all the way over there to the bottom corner. There we go. And let's save this one for number 5 for the evening. All right, there we go. 8/23/2026. Number 5. That's good. That's our 5 right there. Let's check this out. Calculator, what do you think? Back up to there. Calculator. All right, now, max profit, 85. Cost of the trade, including commissions and fees, 4,000. So what's the rate of return of this one going to be? Okay, we take the 85, the profit, max profit, 85, into the calculator, and we divide it by cost of the trade, including commissions and fees. That's $4,000. What's that going to be? Divide of $4,015. 2.1. 2.1 for 1 week. Okay. And that's it. That's number 5. 5 for the evening. 5, 5, 5. Let's sing the song of 5. How many is 5? Who remembers that? All right, here we go. N-K-E, Nike. There we go. Blanc, yellow, white, et Miguel on it. 1 covered call, Nike. 28 August 26. That's 5 days away. and the 41 call option. Look where we're at now. 40.76. That's pretty close to 41, right? You like the company, you don't like the company. Yes, no. It's bouncing off the bottom of the year. 85 is the profit. 4,000 is the investment. And what was this one? Shit. I forgot what this one was. This getting old stuff for the birds. 2.1. You should have told me that. 2.1. There's our 5. 5, 5, 5. Let's sing the song of 5. All right, what do we got? AVGO. All right, AVGO. AVGO. Now, even though it's bouncing up, look at this. Down day, down day, down day, down day, down day, down day. But look at gap there, gap there. Ooh, this one should be good. Look, bottom's here, 2 days up. Even though the market maker, well, the market's pushing it down, the market maker's trying to bring it up. No, I don't know. Right there, what are we looking at? 369, 368, 368.93, 368.45. Oh, yeah, market maker's definitely, oh, there he goes, right there. 369. The 370s, oh, yeah, 2%. Okay, if you like it, 2%. Let's sit down and get comfy. Matrix, that one looks pretty good. I like AVGO. What time frame? Chappas, how you doing there, Chappas? Nice to see you. The time frame, 1 year chart, 90-day chart, 3 days, and then the 1 month. And if I need to, I'll take a look at the seasonality. Kimberly-Clark, Braided Trader, and Occidental Petroleum. Did anyone look at KMB? KMB. Ooh, look at that. What's going on there? Nice. Look at this. Kimberly-Clark. Which one did we just look at? Damn it, damn it, damn it. That guy. What's happening? Nice to see you there. Canuck Turk. Huh. Creative Dig. Okay, cool beans. Jolly, nice to see you. What do we got? What do we got? All righty. Florida Gap, thank you for that one. Micron. Johnny C wants to take a look at Micron. Why? All right. Johnny C, are you ready? Micron, MU. Okay, so there's your Micron, Johnny C. All right, way too much going on. All right, so the top is right around 1250. She goes up, down, up, down, up, down. Okay, so what's going on right there? The high is 1200, bottomed out at, what is that, 750? Now we're at 966. Let's look at those last 30 days. Get a better idea where this thing is going. Well, there you go. If you like Micron, okay, dropped. Here's the bottom. Shoots up. There's the 30-day high. We dropped last Wednesday. Thursday was higher. Friday was higher. But Friday was a down day. Market maker tried to push it up, but pulled back down again. So I would like to jump in Micron if it was the third day up. But no, it's only the second day, and that was a down day on Friday. So do I really want to jump in on that one? Ask yourself that question. Okay, it went down on Friday. So I like to get at least 3 days in a row. Doesn't the premium cost change the market open? Not necessarily so, because the market open is going to change every single day. Johnny, we already did Microsoft earlier. Philippe, what's happening? Nice to see you, Philippe. SPGI, spaghetti. SPGI. Just ran out of steam on that one. Who came up with that? Matrix. Did you check it out right there? The top, the bottom. Where was it? Where is it? Look, it's down, up, sideways. What's going on right there? Looks like it ran out of steam last week or 2 weeks ago. What do you think? Down, up, down, up, down, up. So 1, 2, 3, and Friday was a down day. But it was still higher, a higher high and a higher low. But she closed lower on Friday than she closed on Thursday, even though it hit a higher high on Friday. So Friday was an up day, but it was kind of like a down day. So she went up, then she pulled back a little bit. What's going on? Now, I wouldn't do that until I have confirmation that she's still going to go. But from 405 to 435, was that 7.7%? Or 7%? I think something like that. James, if the stock is down 5 or 10%, what do you do? Well, number one, Jolly, never buy anything you do not want to hold long term. So if you take a look at the stock market, you'll see that every single stock has a 52-week high and a 52-week low. Let's go back to the 1-year chart on this one. Okay. So, Jolly, take a look at this one. The high is 560 and the low is 380. 560 to 380. That's more than a 5 or 10% drop. Can you buy something? Watch it go from 500 down to 300, not panic, and keep hold of it. And it's more than a 5 or 10% drop. Okay, Esteban, does the premium cost change at the market open? Everything changes at the market open. Should I invest in MP? I have no idea. See, I'd love to be able to tell you yes or no, but I don't know anything about you. Okay, so I don't give tips. I know, SOXY. OXY, Occidental Petroleum. We'll look at that one in a second. Okay, doesn't already did that question. How much are you collecting in premiums? Yosef, I think this week, I'll know tomorrow. But last week, I'm pretty sure it was like 3.1 last week. So I'm pretty okay with 3.1 last week. Bro, do you tech this? I have no idea what do you tech this means. Okay? Plumbers make good money dealing with a different kind of. Billy Bob, that's funny. I like that one. Bro, did I tech this? I have no idea what that means. Ball is a winner. Oh, what the hell is B-A-L-L? B-A-L-L. Ball. Let's try it one more time. B-A-L-L. Hell no. Okay, who came up with that one? Billy Bob, all right? September, October, November, December. Those are months of the year. Rule 4 is pretty clear. Weekly options only. I don't do monthly options. Load flow. When do you let it get assigned? Anytime, unless I am down. Can you check CN? CN. Oh, hold on a second. All right. Missiel wants to take a look at MP. MP. Ooh, interesting. Okay. At the bottom, she shoots up. What's happening there? Here's the top. Here's the bottom. You can see the movement. What makes sense for this week? Remember, I'm only doing this for 5 days, Monday through Friday. That's it. So for this 5-day period, look at what we're looking. This is going to be a no. Up, down, up, down. See, we only have, the top is here. Okay, bottom is here. Top is there. Pull back a little bit. There's your profit taken. Now we have 1 day up. Just one. I want 2 days up, and then on the third day, I'll jump in. So no for MP for me this week. I might be okay on Wednesday or Thursday, but not for Monday or Tuesday. And load flow. To answer your question, if I buy MP tomorrow morning at $60.05, I'm going to sell someone the rights to buy it from me at $60. I'm going to pick up 217, which is a little over 3%. As soon as somebody buys that from me at $60, I'll let it go. So if I buy it on Monday, tomorrow morning, $60.05, I sell somebody the covered call first thing tomorrow morning. Because I buy the stock and then sell the covered call immediately. I honestly really don't care about the stock. I really don't. The only concern about the stock is, are they profitable consistently? It means, are they making more money year after year after year? That's one criteria. Criteria number 2 is, do they have weekly options? I want to jump in. I want to jump out. I really don't care about the stock. Only is it consistently profitable in weekly options. Okay? So, bottom's here, shoots up, pulls back up again. So it does look like she's going to continue going up, but I'm not going to jump into it. But if I did, buy it at 60.05, sell it at 60, I really don't care when somebody buys it from me. Now, if she drops down to 40 and I sell the 50s, well, I won't sell it. I won't let it get assigned. I'd let that option expire, and as the stock goes back up, I'd slowly move my strike price higher and higher. I ask myself 5 questions every single day. Okay? Okay, load flow, you ready? 5 questions. Question number 1, what did I buy? Question number 2, what did I sell? So if I buy this MP at $60.05, what did I buy? MP 60.05. Question 2, what did I sell? The $60 option. What did I buy? What did I sell? Where is it? It's at 60.05. Where does it look like it's going? That's question 4. It looks like it's going up. And then question 5, what do I do? The first 4 questions are easy. What did I buy? What did I sell? Where is it? Where's it going? What should I do? Okay? I ask myself that question every single day. All right, so next. Marked in a dent. If call expires and the next week call is less than 1%, in order not to lose the stock at a loss. Do it? Absolutely. As long as I'm collecting. All right, here's the thing. Number 1, never buy anything you do not want to buy. You don't want to buy it. You don't understand it. You don't want to own it. Don't buy it. That's actually that simple. Okay? That's number 1. If you don't like it, don't buy it. You don't understand what they do. You don't know anything about the company. Don't buy it. Okay? Number 2, never sell at a loss. So if I'm buying it, I'm okay with owning it, and I have no problem. When do I sell it? When anybody pays me more than I paid for it. Will I do a covered call every week? Hell yeah, I will. But it's always going to depend. Well, for this week, I'd buy it at 6.05. I'd sell the 60, and I'd pick up 217, a little over 3%. And if somebody wants to buy it from me, let them have it. I don't want to hold anything for a long period of time. Now, some of you that are not retired and are not over 60 years old, well, maybe you want to buy it and hold on to it for a long period of time. Nothing wrong with that. Okay, let's keep on going. Let's keep on keeping on. All right, KJ, thank you for that. That was very nice. Blue, Walmart. We already did Walmart. Long Island. What is that one? VRT. Was that Vertus? Did we take a look at Vertus? Vertiv? We did. Yeah, not this week. Look what happened. Okay, right there, the top, the bottom, up, down, up, down. Okay, what's going on? When is that going to turn? Well, look at your last 30 days. 30-day high and a 30-day bottom. There's your retracement. Here's your pullback. Is that going to go back up? Well, that's what it looks like, but not today. Okay? I want 2 days to the upside, and then on the 3rd day, I will jump in. That's just my rule. You guys got to figure out what rule makes sense to you. SPGI, why do you not use margin? Matrix, I do use margin. I do. Alexander, American Airlines. AAL. Ooh. Now, Alexander, it looks nice, but I'd wait until Tuesday or Wednesday because of that right there. Top, the bottom, where was it? Where is it? Okay, right there. 1382. The 14 is going for 22. Not quite 2%, but still. Look at your last 30 days. Okay? 30 days ago, shoots up nicely. Nice little profit right there. Here's your profit taking. Your new bottom is here. Was on Thursday. Friday is only one day up. I want 2 days up, and on the 3rd day, I'll jump in. So just pace yourself. All right. Thank you there, Alexander. VFC. Morris, we looked at VFC. Okay, you guys, you're good there? Oh, you guys, Mike, thank you for that, Mike. Over here. All right. Brader the Trader. We looked at Kimberly Clark already. I like Kimberly Clark. That was a yes. But OXY, Occidental Petroleum, no. Take a look at that. 30 days ago, Friday. Thursday was the high. Friday pulled back a little bit. No. Okay, look. As soon as the profit's done, she turned back around, then maybe. What do we have down here? Thank you, Kissable. Ooh, Kissable wants to take a look at HIMS. HIMS. Here we go. You ready? How long is it going to take me to see this one? You ready? Ooh, I like this one. Kissable. That was a nice one. Watch this. Okay. The top, the bottom. Where was it? Where is it? Up, down, up, down, up. Definitely right there. Look at the 33.78. The 34s are going for 117. Just shy of 3%. I'm going to write that one down. Let's zoom in a little closer so you get a better view. What do you think, Kissable? All right, there's the high. Bottom right there. Right there, look at that. 1, 2, 3. Right there, and the 34s are going for 117. Hell yeah. Akuza. How you doing, Akuza? Nice to see you. All right, what else do we got? La, 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 la. All right, Rex. Rex wants to take a look at Kroger. Ooh, Kroger. Ooh, nice. Nice pick. Check this one out. The top, the bottom, where was it? Where is it? Look, it's down, up, down, up. The bottom is here. A lot of movement there, but she is definitely moving up off that bottom. The 58 right there is going for 1.5% if you like Kroger. Drop my pen. Don't you hate that? Good thing I don't have to bend down. All right, so plain to see. Yep, I'd wait a little bit more on this one because she looks more like she's going sideways at the moment with a little peak there. Just staying in that range, okay? Okay, no to Kroger for this week. No real standout. Nice to see you. New to options. Just funded my account at level 2. Cool beans. Bibzig, what's happening? Nice to see you. Kuza, what are we looking at tomorrow? Ooh, we're looking at a bunch tomorrow. SoFi, Hewlett-Packard, PPG, Kimberly-Clark, HIMS, and Kroger. Nice. Can you check CN? What the hell is CN? C-I-E-N. Sienna. Oh, nope. Wasn't that quick? Do you see how quick it should be? Because, don't get me wrong. There's a lot of stocks to look at. Up, down, up, down. Last 30 days tells me, wait a little longer. See, that's what it's telling me. 30-day bottom, 30-day top was 2 weeks ago. Now she's dropping. As soon as she finds a new bottom and turns around, well, maybe, depending on a bunch of other factors. 395, the 395s are going for 13. That's over 3%. If you like that. All right, what else do we have? La 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 la. Okay, catching up to all these questions. Darn, I was trying to make the board number 5. Sorry, Kissable. Love me some Nike. Rex, we already did Nike. Braden the Trader, I'm still working on that 65. I am, really. Okay, I'd love to say every day, but I didn't do any studying this weekend. I did a bunch of studying last weekend. I did. Christo, thank you for that. Domino's Pizza, really? Now I'm pretty sure Domino's Pizza was a monthly. September, October, December, January. I don't do monthlies. Rule 4 is pretty plain, right to the point. Weekly options only. Skippy, weekly options only. I don't do monthlies. I've never had a monthly option work in my favor. At least I can remember. I probably had at one point, but I don't remember. All right, let's keep on keeping on. All right. Oh, we're done there. We're done there. Done there. Done there. Okay. Oh, it's 9:30. You know what that means? Let's open up the phone lines. Who wants to say hi? All right. Phone line. Here we go. 727-543. Shoot. 9418. 9418. Phone line is open. Who wants to call in and say hi, hey, hello, all that kind of stuff? Good to have some what do you call that? Some feedback on this one. All right, who wants to call in? 727-543-9418. Infinitely powered Kuru. K-O-R-U. What is that? Oh no. Look at this. All choppy right there. $20. Okay, don't put this in. Whoops. Okay, let's zoom in. All right, nobody wants to call in? Fine. Turn that down. All right, so I've never heard of this company. K-O-R-U. Down, up, down, up, down, up. Whoa. Who do we have? New York, New York. All right, hold on. What are we doing? And there we go. Hello, hello.
Hi, I have a question about if I put a call in for Friday, say the 28th, and the stock reaches that call price, say on Tuesday, would you recommend just liquidating it at that point or waiting it out till Friday?
All right, let's step back for 1 second. Let's enjoy some of the pleasantries in life. My name is James, and you are?
Martini.
Mark, how you doing today?
Good.
All right, so Mark, any stock in particular so we can take a look at the chart, see what it looks like, or just a hypothetical question?
A hypothetical question.
Okay, so let's say hypothetically I'm going to buy something first thing tomorrow morning. From that point, what are you thinking?
I'm thinking that if you bought it and you want to get out of the position, say on Wednesday, because it already hit the call price, the strike price, and then you see it's still going up, and you know you're going to get out of it by Friday. Maybe just get out of it a couple of days early by buying up the call and selling the stock there.
What would be the reasoning for that?
Free up your money earlier.
Oh, that's a good question. That's a good point. Yeah, you could probably do that, but you're not making any extra money. You realize that, right?
Right.
And you're okay with that?
Well, I wanted that 1.1% or whatever percentage I was into it for, and I'm happy with that a couple of days early. But if you flip it and you do the buy and the sell, you may lose a little something in the transaction, maybe.
Exactly. Then it turns into a numbers game because what you bought, what you sold is a set of numbers. Now, if the stock goes up, the option is also going to go up, which means when you go to buy back that option, you got to pay more for the option, more than what you paid, than you sold for it. So then you have to take into account, did the theta decay, that's the word I was looking for. Did the theta decay drop enough so that you can buy back the option, sell the stock, and still walk away with a profit? And that's only going to happen if you actually do the numbers as it's happening, because different stocks move differently. And do you know what the Black-Scholes pricing methodology for standardized options is?
No.
That's how they come up. That's how they come up with the pricing. And part of the equation is the time value. So if you buy tomorrow morning and it expires Friday, that's 5 days of time value. Then you also have implied volatility. How many people buying, how many people selling? Then you have to take a look at the purchase price of the stock when you bought it and the current price that it's at now. So all these equations are different for each and every stock, and it's always going to be a mathematical equation. What did you buy it for? What did you sell? Where is it right now? Where does it look like it's going? And what should I do? That's when you start, doing your math. Well, this is what I paid. This is what I sold. This is where it's at now. If I buy this back, sell that, what am I walking away with?
Okay. So you let them all go to expiration, pretty much.
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. Because once you sell that option and you pick up that 1, 2, 3, 4%, whatever it is, because it's different for each stock. My goal is 1%. But once I pick up that 1%, whoever bought that option from me, it's their ball. It's like when you're playing ball and you give the ball to someone else, it's someone else's ball, and you can't do shit until they give it back to you.
Right. And I got one more question.
Sure, go ahead.
If you say you get down on the stock, you bought the stock for $100 and you sold your option, and now the stock drops to 90. So the next week, are you selling another option on it? Or
Absolutely. But here's the thing. All right. So his question is, if I buy it at 100, I sell the $100 call option, and then that option expires worthless because the stock drops. Now the second week I have it, because you got the premium on the first week. The second week the stock drops. What do? Well, I would like to sell the 100, because as soon as you drop your strike price, you start the risk of somebody buying it from you for less than you paid for it. Okay? That's one thing. But how far can you drop your strike price before you're actually at risk? Let me see if I can pull one up to give you an idea. Okay? Because ideas are a lot better. All right, so let's take a look at this one right here. It's already here on the board. So hypothetically, let me get rid of this. Okay. This stock right now is at $20.50. Okay? The 2050 is going for $1.50. That's over 5%. Well, I like 5%. What do you think? 5% is good?
Very good.
Okay. So we're at 20.61 at the moment. So let's say I get my 5% for this week, $1.50 on a $20 stock. Wonderful. Now, let's say Friday comes and the stock is at $20.48. It dropped. So that option is going to expire worthless. And I still get to keep that 4 or 5%, whatever I collected. Now let's say hypothetically over the weekend the stock drops even more and she opens up on Monday at 14. You following me so far?
Yeah.
Did that sound about what you're thinking?
Yes.
Okay,
Exactly.
so I want to take a look at more options. Let me do this right here. All right, to there. Okay, so as you're looking at the options, this is the bid. This is what I'm going to collect. Okay, at the money is going to be right there, that line. These numbers don't really matter because at the money's at the money no matter where the money is. If the money's at $10, that's going to be the line. If it's at $30, that's going to be the line. Okay? Good. In the money, out of the money. Okay? So if it drops down to 14, I want to go at bare minimum 4 strikes out. What am I collecting? Am I collecting 0.5%? Am I collecting 1%? Because from where the money is right now, where the stock is now, can it jump 4 points? It could, but you want to take a look at what is the average movement, and more importantly, what does the stock normally do this time of year? And for that question, I would move over to the seasonality chart, which tells me what the stock normally does this time of year. Okay, the blue line represents this year. Okay, January to today. Okay, the red line represents 10 years worth of data. What does a stock normally do this time of year? So right here, it doesn't really look like it's doing anything. So let's zoom in a little closer. Okay, the blue dot right there, where we are today. Let's move the crosshairs right there so you can see it better. So this stock at this moment in time looks like next week she's going to go up a tiny bit, drop a little bit, up a little bit, down a little bit, but basically just kind of go sideways. That's what it does normally. There's no guarantee that it's going to do it again. But if it did that over the last 10 years, there's a good possibility that it could do it again. Would you agree?
Yes, I'd agree to that.
Okay, so let's go back to the money again. So if at the money is here, I bought for $20.50 and now it's at 14, I'm going to sell 4 or 5 strikes out of the money directly related to how much money am I bringing in. Okay, so if I bought it at 20 and this is going to give me 35 cents, 6 strikes out of the money, I'll do that one because it's still over 1% and it's 6 strikes out of the money. That's a safe trade. But then check it every day. What did I buy? What did I sell? Where's it going? What should I do? So if it's just going to go sideways or up or down, and you sold 6 strikes out of the money because the money was good, keep your eye on it. Is it getting close to where the money is? The at the money dropping closer to the $14, $15 area, or is it kind of going steady? So it's always going to be a numbers game. What did I buy? What did I sell? Where is it right now? When does it look like it's going? Do I have any supporting data that gives me a better idea of where do I think it's going? That make sense?
Yeah.
That's about the best I can do. The best I can do is just have a good idea of just taking a look at it, and I can set an alert. Do you know how to set an alert?
No.
Oh, that's easy. Check this out. Okay, I bring my cursor right on top of the screen, right click, down here towards the bottom, create an alert. There it is right there. If I bought it at 16 or 15, I'm going to put right in here. I'm going to put 14. Okay, and then I'll just hit to create. And now I will get an email. I'll get a text to my phone, and I'll also get a notification on my trading platform. So it's kind of like I'm knocking on the door 3 times. You going to answer it, or are you just going to blow me off? I'm giving you the information. Are you going to do anything? What do you think?
And then we could just buy back the call.
Yes, because that question number 5, what I buy, what I sell, where is it, where's it going, what should I do? The last thing I ever want to do is buy back the option. Because once you buy back the option, you're losing money because you're giving back your profits. I would prefer to sell one further out and collect less of a profit and not run that risk. But that's always the last resort. You can always buy it back to get out of that situation.
When you say sell another one, you're going to keep this one, let it expire, but they'll take the stock.
No. They only take the stock if they exercise the option. If the stock drops and it's below your strike price, if I change my, let me get rid of this thing.
You could change an option?
Yes, you can. It's called rolling forward. Hold on a second. Let's get this right to there. Now, rolling forward, it's a great strategy. If the stock goes the wrong way and you're a little uncomfortable with the scenario, you buy back one. All right, let's move this because we're going to need 2 of these. Right there. Here we go. And we don't need all of those, so let's go just to that many. All right. So at the money is here. If I sold at the money, I'm going to have to buy that back and then sell another one. That's rolling forward. So if I'm going to pay $1.80 to buy that back, well, next week, what am I collecting? Well, I'm going to $1.30, $1.50, $1.70, depending on which one you choose. You have to keep looking and find out the balance. Well, if it's not working for 1 week, I might have to go 3 weeks out. 3 weeks right there into September. So if I buy back at the money at 180, I can go 3 weeks out and pick up $3. Do you see that?
Yes.
Okay, so if I sell, okay, and the stock goes up or goes down, whatever, I can always buy it back. See, this is what you're selling over on the bid, and this is what you're buying. So to roll forward, you have to buy back whatever option you sold at the ask price, and then go out however many weeks and sell another option, preferably at what you actually paid for it. Because anytime you drop the price, the strike price, on the stock you bought, you run that risk. Because it can do this right here. See that? Gap up, gap up, gap up. But this was a gap down. That's a gap up, that's a gap down, that's a gap down. Depending on what the stock does. But it's always going to be the same. Number one, never buy something you don't want to own long term. Number two, never sell at a loss. Number three, make sure the company's profitable. And then you take a look at the options. What did I buy? What did I sell? Where is it? Where's it going? What should I do? What do you think?
I like the rolling forward and even pushing it a couple of weeks out if you have to, as long as it doesn't happen often.
Well, it depends. What stock are you buying? And before you buy anything, do you really know what it does? So if I go back the whole year, look at this thing. Look at the whole year. Get a better idea what this thing does. Look at it. It's all over the place. Last year, like $5. Jump up to 10, back to 8, up to 20, back to, what was that, 17, then up to 32, then down to 15, then up, then down, then up, then down, then all over the place. Now we're back at the 20 area. Okay, so what does it normally do? Well, we took a look at that also. Style, seasonality. Okay, this is what it normally does. Starts in January and slowly goes down to the end of the year. Well, it doesn't really look that good to me because it slowly goes down from January to December. So they have lots of information, a lot of data that you can look at to make you feel more comfortable with the decision that you make.
Make more of an educated decision.
Well, yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. Well, number one,
Yes,
number one, you pick out the set of stocks you want. Because we looked tonight, 11,616 different companies you can choose from. I only look at 350 because there's only 350 that have been consistently profitable for over 15 years. Consistently. It means every year they make more money.
And that's the list on the Dividend Kings.
Dividend Kings, there's only about 20 or 30 of them. You got the Dividend Aristocrats, I think there's like 60 or 70. Then the Dividend Champions are like 150. The Dividend Contenders is over 300.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome. Thanks for calling in.
Thank you.
Have a great day.
You too.
All right. It's 9:49. What do we have next? All right, let's turn that. Okay. Unless somebody else wants to call in. Turn the volume down. Unless somebody else wants to call in. 727-543-9418. Yay! All right, so what do we got? Air Street. Ain Street? Ain Street. Okay. Thank you for the gems. You're welcome. Thank you, Azuka. Thank you, Johnny. What do we have? Dividend Powerhouse. Ooh, Jack, I love that company. Unfortunately, that's a monthly option. I don't do monthlies, but AWR is a great company. It is. Oh, we do have the new Maverick strategy, which AWR would work perfectly for. Get back to the beginning. There we are. All right. What else do we got? All right. We checked AAP. Ooh, Cora, we looked at one. AXTI. What the hell is AXTI? Let's go. AXTI. Okay, let's go move this over a little bit more. We're going to say no to this one only because it's plain and simple. Okay, the high was last week. Now she's dropping. Okay, she went from 39 all the way up to 100. Now she's got profit taken. What did you expect? Really, think about it. 39 jumps up to almost $100. Yeah, you're going to start taking profit. It's not a profit until you take it. That's exactly what's happening. All right. Uh-oh, Jack. Near CLS. What is CLS? Why does that sound familiar? CLS. Oh, okay. Celestica. I'm not saying no to Celestica. I'm just saying not this week. It's plain and simple. Top, bottom. Where was it? Where is it? Look, up, down, up, down. Okay. No, thank you. It's dropping. As soon as she stops dropping and everything looks good, then maybe. Okay? All right, what else do we got? We already looked at AAP, Advanced Auto Parts. Hell. Well, I'm going to say no, but I want to keep it on my list, on the short list. The reason why I want to keep it on a short list is right there. Okay, let's zoom in to give you a better look. Okay? Anytime you have a big, huge gap down like that, that is usually because of 4 little words. Are you ready for this? 4 little words. We missed our target. We missed our target. 4 little words. Market maker says, oh, hell no, and then the stock drops. We actually talked about this last week. When stocks drop like that big, huge gap down, that's usually because they missed their target during earnings. That's all it is. The market maker takes the information, drops it down, and then it keeps on dropping. Look at the volume spike. The blue lines. See the blue lines down here? Okay, that's volume. Thursday was a huge one. Now, Friday was 1 day up. Bottom was Thursday. Friday is 1 day up. Remember, I want 2 days up, and on the 3rd day, I'll jump in. But I love gaps like that, because gaps like that have a tendency to fill. So this will look good for, I'm assuming, Tuesday or Wednesday, depending on what she does tomorrow. Because Friday is 1 day up. Monday would be 2 days, and then Tuesday would be 3. So I want to keep an eye on that one. So I'm going to write that one down also. Coles and AAP. All right. Next. Kissable. It was my fault for not keeping an eye on it. Was hoping for a turnaround, got distracted, and didn't exit in time. And then it was Friday. Ouch. That does happen once in a while. Okay? Once in a while, you'll get distracted because of life. Life happens. Okay? You may have had the greatest plan in the world, but guess what? You make a plan and God laughs at you. Because your plan, depending on what you want to think. You want to think that way? Great. Make a plan. Best way to screw it up is to make a plan. All right. Anyway. Sorry it didn't work out for you, kiddo. All right. Next. What do we have next? We got 10 minutes left. Ooh, yeah, 10 minutes left. Less than 10 minutes left. Holy cow. All right. Thoughts on rates be sent. Bulkala, I'm not quite sure what you mean. But, you mean with percent? Yeah, no. Walmart took a dip last week. How long do you think before it recovers? WMT. Isn't that the same thing we just looked at? I'm going to tell you the exact same thing for Walmart. I'm going to write that one down too. The exact same thing with Walmart as with Advanced Auto Parts. We missed our target, big drop, but this time she drops on Thursday. Friday was the bottom. So I'm thinking Walmart maybe Wednesday or Thursday for this week once this thing bounces and turns around. Because that gap is going to fill eventually. Just where you going to be when that happens. All right. Well, can we tell the actions on HPE? Oh, we liked HPE. Those numbers look good. Any dividends? Well, Siri. Siri, S-I-R-I. Okay, interesting. What are we looking at? The top, the bottom. Where was it? Where is it? Down, up, down, up. 28.69. The 29s are going for 30. It's only 1% for Siri. Let's zoom in and get a little closer look. Get a little closer. Here we go. Okay, up, down, up, down, up. Only one day. So Siri, maybe Tuesday or Wednesday. S-I-R-I. I'm going to write that down for Tuesday. Knobs, how you doing? I don't see dividends on SoFi. That's because SoFi doesn't have dividends. Okay? Okay, so Ezekiel. Now, I understand that you're under the impression that everything we do has dividends. No, everything I do has dividends. What the audience wants to see is what the audience wants to see. Not always a dividend stock. Somebody, I forget who it was, wanted to take a look at SoFi earlier during the day. So we pulled it up. Hello, how are you today? Jason, I'm doing wonderful. Thank you very much for that, Jason. Trade the candles. Nice to see you. Knobs, last week my stock BBWI was assigned early because they announced the EX date. Is that possible? Absolutely. The question I would have for you, Knobs, is what did you buy BBWI for? Okay. What strike price did you sell? How much of a premium did you collect? And you already said they took it away from you. Okay. Did you make a profit? Remember, it's not a profit until you take it. Okay? And if you don't take the profit, you can't complain if the market maker takes it away from you. Oh, 3 minutes left. STLA. Okay, Jamari. We'll take a look at STLA tomorrow. Thank you, Christo. Netflix. We'll take a look at Netflix tomorrow. NVIDIA. You got to be kidding me. Nike. We already did Nike. Jason. What time frame do you use? All right, Jason. Anytime I look at any stock, it's the 1-year chart first, the 90-day chart second, the 30-day chart third, and then fourth would be the seasonality chart. What direction is it going? Where is the stock moving? And then the seasonality chart just kind of gives me some kind of confirmation to make sure that I'm not surprised when something happens. Holy shit, 85 messages, and I got 2 minutes to go. All right. TSLL. Ooh, I like TSLL. I do. DOCN. No, I'm totally possible. MRNY. Tomorrow. All right, tomorrow. The sun will come out tomorrow. Pepcan. Nice to see you again. TSLL. I love TSLL. I do. We'll have to take a look at it tomorrow. Kyle. Can you give an example, say 3 of the stocks that show a positive setup for this upcoming week? Kyle, I showed 5 of them already tonight. I wrote them down, 5 of them. We look for 5 every single night. Now tonight we found like 10 or 15, but I only wrote 5 of them down. So if you're on my mailing list, you will get that list. DOCN, Popcan, tomorrow. Adam, U2, Intuit, tomorrow. Do all options get executed at 4 p.m. expiration date? No. Here in the United States, whoever buys the option can exercise it any time they want. Okay? However, in Europe, or I don't know about Canada, but I do know that European options, you can only exercise them on the day of expiration. A007, Car? Really? Knowledge wants to take a look at Car tomorrow. Hims is a dog with fleas. Little Monk, nice to see you again. AXTU tomorrow. Yep. Probably. Thank you, Jonathan. CMG, that's Chipotle. Didn't we jump into Chipotle already? I think we did. Echo like crazy. Steve. All right, Steve. Anytime a stock goes up, the option price is going to go up with it. Seldom does. Seldom does that make... Ooh, what is this? I'm having a problem with the battery on this one. Okay. Thank you there, Mr. Steve. Mike Sweeney, nice to see you. Do you think AI will ever do anything to stop or make it harder to do what you're doing? No. Because AI, for most AI traders, it's usually in, out, in, out, in, out. Uh-oh. TGAF. I love Capital One Finance. I do. It's on my list. Thank you, TGAF. Nubs. If you sell on Tuesday or Wednesday, doesn't the premium reduce? Okay, when I said Tuesday or Wednesday, that means I would be buying on Tuesday or Wednesday. I'm still looking for the 1%. Okay, the reason why I said I'd wait till Tuesday or Wednesday is because as of this moment, there's only one day to the upside. Okay, one day the upside doesn't work for me. Look at right here. Okay, here's the bottom here, 28. She shoots up to 29.50 and then drops all the way back down to here, making a new bottom. Now we have 1 day up. 1 day. I want 2 days up, and on the third day up, I will jump in. So this one here, Monday would be 2 days up. Tuesday would be the third day up. That's when I would think about jumping in. Then I would look at what am I collecting. Okay, am I collecting 1% to the end of Friday, or do I have to go out to next week? And if I go out to next week, I don't want 1%, I want 1.5%. Okay? How do you get on the email list? Bill, DM me. That's it. Plain and simple. You're here on TikTok, the 10-Minute Trader. So I have two TikToks. One is the 10-Minute Trader. The other one is Dividend Stock Talk. Just email me DM me your email. All right, Mr. Bill. Oh, look at that. We're done. We're done with that one. Over here. Okay, we are done. We only have one to go. Oh, we got 90 questions. Holy cow. Serge, nice to see you. Nice to see you there, Mr. Serge. Oh, I just passed it. Zena. Okay, there we go. All right, Merv Man. Nice to see you there, Merv Man. Enron, EC. We'll take a look at tomorrow. Okay, Enron, you show up late, dude. You're just going to have to wait till tomorrow. Okay, I start at 8 p.m. All right? Skippy, DPZ, tomorrow. Uh-oh. I can't read that one. YHYHLYH. Okay, I'm going to call you Lily. Lily wants to take a look at JEPQ. Tomorrow. All right, CN, we looked at that one. Tendelli. Tendi, how you doing, Tendi? Okay, Jamaji, all right. Ernie, what's going on? Andrew, Zeta, tomorrow. PLTR or JEPQ. Tomorrow. We'll look at that tomorrow. All right, let's keep on going. Sandisk tomorrow. Shelly tomorrow. Purr is ripping right now. Cool beans. Tomorrow. Okay, Johnston, what's going on? Finn. Nice to see you, Finn. Sandisk, out of my price range, but okay. I don't do stocks over $500. Actually, over $400. Sodium, nice to see you. Apple's cash secured puts have been printing money for me. Cool beans. I love cash secured puts. I do. I just don't teach it here. Kissel. I've never invested before. No time like the present. Enza, what's going on? If it's at the money, we then roll it, correct? No. Enza, it's always going to be what the numbers are telling you. What did you buy? What did you sell? Where is it? Where is it going? Then what should you do? Okay. But good evening, Miss Enza. Dean, nice to see you. Stu, what's going on? Meg, thank you, Meg. C55. What site is that? That site right there is not a site. That is actually Think or Swim. It's a trading platform. Lydia, how do you avoid being assigned on the EX date? Why would you want to avoid it? Lydia, it's a question. Why would you want to avoid being assigned? Let's go back to this one. Let's get rid of this. Okay. Lydia, if the stock is at 28.69, right, and I buy it at 28.69, I sell the closest strike price, which would be the 29s, pick up my 1%, because that's what I'm looking for, 1% every week. And if somebody wants to exercise it at the 29, well, I'll be making what? A couple of pennies here. 28.69 to 29, that's 31. 31 here and 30 there, that's 61 cents on a $30 stock. That's over 2% for 1 week. So why wouldn't I? Because it expires worthless the previous week. That doesn't make any sense. Okay? Whenever you buy a stock, you own it until somebody buys it from you. Just because you sell an option against it, a covered call, now I entered a lower strike price. Oh, well, you didn't say that earlier. Always take a look at what strike price are you selling as compared to what you bought it for. So if the stock drops and you sell a strike price too close to where the action is, that's right where the money is, that's risky. Okay, anytime the stock drops, and it drops for me all the time. I had IBM at, 180, then it dropped to 160. Well, I didn't sell the 160s. I sold the 165s or the 170s because I want to give it a little bit of wiggle room. Okay, and then I hope the option expires, and then I'll sell another one. But Lydia, you're relatively new here, so I'm here every night, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. If you have one stock in mind, then we can get a better look at it to see exactly what you're talking about. That might be a little bit easier. Okay, it might be easier to understand. Okay? GLW, Taz. We'll take a look at GLW tomorrow. Okay, because we're past 10 o'clock. Thank you there, Lydia. I'm glad you appreciate it and you understand. Thank you. John, thank you. When will you unveil Maverick Strike? Actually, we started it last week. We bought 50 stocks to test it to see how it worked. Well, the first day, almost half of them got filled. By the end of the week, we're well over 60% of them that got filled because we bought 50 stocks just to test it out, have fun with it. Simone, how you doing? Prediction of Amazon, Walmart over 60 days. CPA, thank you. Random days. Hello, sir. I have Voya from my job. Okay. You always sell the next out of the money strike. No, I don't. Okay. Anytime my stock drops, I take a mathematical approach. What did I buy it for? 29. Well, I want 29 cents. That's 1%. Okay. One strike out of the money is giving me 1%. But two strikes, no, that's not going to work. Not even three. So I'm going to go out maybe 3 weeks. Let's go out 3 weeks if the stock drops. 3 weeks, I could get the 31s for 26. So 3 strikes out of the money. It's always going to be a numbers game. What did I buy? What did I sell? Okay, what am I collecting? Well, if I'm not going to collect the 1% this week, I might have to go out 1 week, 2 weeks, or 3 weeks just so I have enough money coming in. I always want to have money coming in. One strike out of the money might not be a wise idea because how much does the stock move on a daily basis? Well, on a daily basis is one thing, but you have to add 5 of those days together. So you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So it goes from here to there in 5 days. Here it goes 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, that's 5 days. How much is that move? And does it make sense to do 1 strike out of the money or 3 or 4 strikes out of the money? It's always going to be a numbers game. Always, always, always. What did I buy? What did I sell? Where is it? Where's it going? What should I do? Next. Hello, Sword Boy. I get that one already. Etor next time. Tomorrow. Okay, we'll be back tomorrow. Mike Chunko. Holy cow, brother. Where have you been? I haven't seen you in a while. Nice to see you. Look at an EFT nail. Look at an EFT nail. Oh, nail. Oh, the EFT nail. Okay. Thank you there, Mr. Mike. Haven't seen you in a while. Okay, Mike. Oh, no. ETF. Nail. I actually put an ETF. Now, Mike, I know it's been a while, but you really like this? Look at down, up, down. Really? What's going on there? Okay, 39.77. The 40s are going for 135. Okay, but that doesn't really thrill me. Hold on, Mike. What is... Oh, look at that, Mr. Mike. That looks pretty decent. Not saying that it's guaranteed to do that. Here we are. Look at this. For 1 week, not bad. But the next week, you kind of go down, back up, back down. All right, up, down, up, down. If you like it. What do you think, Mr. Mike? All right, Sam, Walmart. We'll do that one tomorrow. Etor tomorrow. Club Med Tom. Hey, James, could you show him the 5 stocks? Okay, Tom, I think you're on the mailing list. If you're on the mailing list, you're going to get it. Okay? Okay, Tom? Tim, nice to see you. Adam, Intuit tomorrow. Morgan Stanley tomorrow. Microsoft tomorrow. I'll stick to binary options. Good for you. Now, don't get me wrong. Binary options are cool, but it's kind of like gambling. You know. A list of stocks you are approved of. Dion, Dividend Kings, Dividend Aristocrats, Dividend Champions, Dividend Contenders, anything on Warren Buffett's list. You can go to Google. Any one of those names you can put into Google. Dividend Kings list 2026. And boom, the list will just pop right up for you. Mike, do you ever do poor man's covered calls? Yeah, I like those. Those are really, when they work, they're awesome. Let's say we sell a stock at $2.50 and it drops to 10 cents to 30 cents. Do you buy it back and resell it? Are we talking about the option or are we talking about the stock? Dividends, aristocrats, kings, aristocrats, contenders, champions, and anything on Buffett's list. Option. Oh, okay. Let's say, all right, Mike, listen closely, okay? Number 1, what did I buy the stock for? Number 2, what option did I sell? Number 3, where is the stock right now? 4, where does it look like the stock is going? And then 5, what should I do? Because you can't answer the question, what should I do, without knowing all the other detailed information that goes along with it. What I buy, what I sell, where is it going, what should I do? Okay? All right. Aisha, nice to see you. Look at this. We are done. That's all the questions. Look at that. All the questions are done. What email list? Believe it or not, I didn't have an email list until just a week ago because people wanted the list of all the stocks that we come up with every night. So every night I make a list. I put them in a little, what do you call it? I take a little snapshot or snippet, the snipping tool. Take a little snippet of what we found for the night. And those 5, they will get sent to whoever's on the email list. And keep in mind, they are not recommendations. They are only observations. I got to write that on the top of the email. These are observations. These are not tips. Okay? Okay. You are all adults. My assumption, you should really double check to make sure everything makes sense. How do I get on the email list? Lydia, DM me. That's it. DM me. But here's the thing. Okay? When I tell you DM me, that's one thing. You're going to end up on the list. Maybe. Now, the reason I say maybe is because you are here live. Now, just to let you know, I am live streaming on 13 different channels. And on these 13 different channels, there are a bunch of scammers looking to get you to give them information. So I always tell people, if you want to have a conversation with me, okay? So if you're on the email list, you will not get a conversation. You'll just get the list of the stocks that we come up with every night. That's it. Now, I don't communicate in any way, shape, or form that way. So if you think you're having a conversation, you're not. Okay? I don't text. I don't email. I mean, I'm going to send you the list if you're on the email list. That's it. That's it. Just that's the stocks. I'm not going to try to sell you anything or anything like that. I don't text. I don't WhatsApp. I don't Instagram. I don't Telegram. I don't do any of that. Okay? My phone number, I put up every single night. You want to have a conversation, pick up the phone. Or go to the website, put your email list in the website, or put a book a call on the email. On the website. Okay? Because there are a lot of scammers out there pretending to be me. Last I checked, there was 37. So there's a high probability that if you are here, you will get an email, you'll get a text, or you'll get something from someone saying that it is me. I'm just letting you know I don't do that. Okay? So if you get something, you say, oh, James is contacting me, let me do this. No, that's not me. Okay? You're right on the list. Okay, so anyway, that being said, you guys have a great night. We're going to do this all over again tomorrow. Yay, it's a new week. Actually, it's the last week of the month. All right, let's do this.
You dream in stars.
There you go.
And dive into the deep, fixing the world while the rest of us sleep. Your heart set on giving, no matter the strain.
Okay, you guys have a great night.
Legacy through love and brain.
You guys have a great night.
Julie knows that fire
You guys have a great night.
the kind that lifts the broken
Broken
James, you reach the skies on one days. In your hands, the future's got unawares.
That's a no. What the hell are you thinking? That's the galaxy today that I'm thinking.
Every day's a quest, not some disguise. With James in the storm, the dream never dies. Retired